Hi guys and welcome to Chengi's World. I'm so glad you guys are joining me again. I am sitting in my living room on the floor this time because I've had way too much to eat and my belly's full, and I just wanted to sit down. I was going to take you guys for a walk at my other favorite lake, but I had to have an afternoon nap. I was so tired. So by the time I woke up, it was like darkness. So I thought there's no way I'm not gonna record this video because I really want to bring this and put this across to you guys. So today's video is entitled why not to settle. It's about settling. I don't know what I'm gonna call it when I upload it, but it's about this thing that we have to face as women and as men, really, where we eventually find ourselves settling. So before I go any further, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already, if you're not already part of my world. Make sure that you leave a like or a not like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends if you feel this content is valuable. I always get emails and comments in the section, in the comment section, saying, why isn't this channel so much bigger? Why don't people know about it? And unfortunately, I can't, I can share it to the whole world and myself, but my world is not that big. But channels are built by people like yourself who love my content and are happy to share it with your friends and recommend my channel to your friends and family. And that's how we grow, and that's how we become a great community and really help each other out. So basically, here I am talking to my my niece, who calls me and says, auntie, I need to talk to you. Now, she lives in the US, so she has to sort of WhatsApp me, and it's always very dramatic mind. It's never not. But I really do believe that matters of love and the heart are very dramatic. So she calls me and she's wanting to talk, and she says to me, basically, she's in a bit of a dilemma that many of us find ourselves in. And, she's met this great guy. He's wonderful. She's been looking to sort of meet somebody and sort of start to settle. She's quite young. She's in her early 20s, but she's got a sort of really grown-up big head on her. I beg your pardon. And she's been hoping to meet somebody to settle with and start to sort of date steadily, and maybe then go into a courtship, something to start working on. She just finished college and she's got a great job, and she just wants to sort of get that other side of life together. And so she's been dating a lot of losers and time wasters, as far as I'm concerned. But she's finally found a guy who's really taking her seriously, really likes her, really wants to treat her like a princess, and one would think that it's all good in the hood, and basically she should just go with that one. But she was saying she doesn't feel any chemistry. There's no romantic chemistry there. She feels for him brotherly sort of love, or platonic. It's all very platonic, but she's not feeling any love. So basically this is a situation that my niece finds herself in. And so I said to her, I could have given her the advice to just go with it and just, make the best of it, because this is what it is. And sometimes you just have to settle for the guy that doesn't really get us excited. Until I started sort of reflecting on a book I read a few months. I think I read it early last year, and it was very funny and very well written. I do not remember the name of the author. I hardly ever do. Sorry. But I will try and link in the description box when I find it, because I think it's on my Audible. I used to listen to it while I did my morning jog. I beg your pardon. I think I'm going to get some water. I'll be back in a minute. Got it. So basically, I want to talk to you guys about a principle that this author speaks about in the book, and it's called the power of the pussy. You've really got to get it. It's not, it's really very entertaining, and if you're open-minded, there's so much that you can get from there. And much of it wasn't brand new to me, because obviously I've been doing this for a long time, but there were a few nuggets from there that I that I found really useful. And one of them was this concept of Tom, Dick, and Harry. And basically, you know, she describes Tom as the nice guy. Tom is the guy that will move heaven and earth, worship the ground you walk on. Hands up if you have a Tom. You know, that guy that will give you the world. He will give you the world. Like, you sometimes kick yourself and think, really, girl? Really? Really? Are you seriously not going to give this guy a chance? Are you just going to friend zone him forever? And here you are begging for a husband, material guy, or a serious boyfriend, or a really good man. Where are the good men? And here's Tom, who will move heaven and earth. You just have to pick up the phone before you dial his number. He's already at your doorstep, knowing exactly what you need with the right tools. I mean, this guy is ready to be everything that you need, pretty much at a drop of a hat. We all have a Tom in our life. The only problem we have with Tom is that there's just no romantic chemistry. There's nothing. You feel nothing. I mean, you've been together forever. He's pulled out all the stops, and it's all very good, and he's saying all the right things, but you're just not feeling Tom, and you want to kick yourself because why am I not feeling him? Why am I not like something? I want something to, you know, itch me. I don't know. But when it comes to Tom, you feel nothing but this sense of what a great guy you are, and I hope you find a really great girl, and you almost want to hook him up with a really great woman, like a really great woman, but it's just not for you. And then you've got Dick. Dick is just hella sexy. Like, Dick is handsome, and he goes to the gym, and he's got tight abs, and Dick is just nice. You know, he's just nice. And when Dick walks into the room, every girl's like, hi, hello, Dick. You know, he's every girl's fantasy, but Dick is, in fact, a dick. Oops. He's a jerk. He's just a jerk. Okay, he treats you badly, never returns your phone calls. He disappears off the face of the earth and then reappears. He's the vanisher. He's constantly returning, constantly disappearing. I am talking about a total and complete, like, loser. But my heart can't stop beating for Dick. And every time I would say 80% of the emails that I get from you guys, and I really don't want to trivialize your pain because I know I've dealt with my fair share of dicks. Okay. Many of your emails and many of your angst is because really you're dealing with Dick, you know? Hello. And you just want it to work. You want to be the girl that lands Dick, but Dick is Dick and is just, you know, I said it. And then you've got Harry, and Harry is that guy that's good looking to you. He might not be like Dick kind of handsome, but he's all right. He's attractive, and you get on, and actually, kind of the more time you spend with him, the more you kind of think, and maybe at first you weren't even like, you're like, no, and then you kind of spend enough time in his atmosphere, in his environment. You watch how he interacts with his friends. You there's something that grows on you with Harry. The more time you spend with Harry, you know, a little bit of something starts to tickle, you know, a little bit. This is not all what she says in the book. Some of it is my own sort of input and ad lib to the book, but I just wanted to give mention to the source of inspiration. Now, what we do is, based on the levels of our desperation, our maturity, our sense of worth, and where we just are in life, we can easily, having been disappointed by so many dicks, and that's really the key, we meet so many dicks. And maybe Dick is not Mr. Drop Dead Gorgeous, because you might be like me, who doesn't sort of, I don't really fall for a man's physical looks. I fall for his spirit, his swagger, his You know what I mean? So like I've already done a video on ugly guys versus good looking guys. The guy that I end up with, I'm gonna think he's the most good looking man in the world because we vibe like that. So I'm really into that kind of mental and emotional sort of energy between two people. But so your dick doesn't necessarily have to be Mr. Every girl wants him. He's just so sexy. He might be just the guy that you really, really liked but didn't like you back. And you have enough of those scenarios, and what happens is you sort of surrender and think to yourself, okay, look, I'll settle for Tom. You know, I'll go ahead and get Tom. Tom is here. Tom wants me. Tom will give me babies. The clock is ticking. Tom is doing the right thing. I can take Tom home to mommy. I can take Tom home to daddy. And so what we do is we settle for Tom. And then we find ourselves in a scenario that is very, very unhealthy. In that, when you're married to Tom and you engage with Tom on a long term, Tom will always know that you don't fancy him like that. And I think the root and the cause of a lot of relationship problems is if a woman settles, if you settle for just a nice guy because he's nice and he's not for you, that relationship is going to be filled with a lot of insecurity, certainly on Tom's part. It's going to be filled with a lot of resentment because you're going to resent yourself for settling and resent him for knowing that you're settling but doing it anyway. Or you're going to spend so much of your life looking out for the Dicks and the Harrys and doing, I wonder if I'd kept it together with Dick, if I'd held on to Dick, maybe my life would be more exciting. Maybe my life and bedtime would be something that I wanted to go get busy with, you know, rather than avoiding the sack because Tom just doesn't do it for you. And bless him, he tries, but it's just not happening. And I really feel that there's such danger in a Tom. Such danger. And I think sometimes we give each other the wrong advice. Sometimes women give each other the wrong advice and we say, you know, just, he's a great guy, just go for him. There's certain elements that needs to be in a relationship for it to work. I don't think that the Dick element is necessary, but I truly believe that if the more time I spend with you, I am clearer with each day that I don't want you, that should be about enough. If every single time I'm in your atmosphere, I've been in your atmosphere for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, and nothing has changed, I'm even more clear that I don't want you, then you're not the guy. But you see, the difference between Tom and Harry is that the more time I spend with you, the more time I spend interacting with you, watching people react to you, watching you speak, watching you do the things that you do, listening to you, the more I spend time interacting with you in your world, and the more time I spend, if my levels of attraction get higher and higher and higher and higher, and I started off not really fancying you, but the more time I spend with you, I start to get the feeling, you know what I mean? Like, damn, yeah, okay, talk to me, You know, if I'm starting to feel that little fire burning, then that's the great guy. That's the guy that I think that is not the settlement deal. He is the guy. I think that we should allow ourselves to let a man grow on us. I really do. But if he's not growing on you and you're settling for him, you need to stop that, because you're only selling him short and selling yourself short, because he could easily meet somebody who thinks he's her Harry, and you're just settling for less, and I promise you, you will regret it. Okay, it's not enough for guys just be a good guy, because a good guy is not necessarily a God guy, and that's possibly a video that I'm going to do. Good and God are two different things. Some things are good, but they're not necessarily of God. And if you don't believe in God and you're watching this channel, I can only say they're not right for you. What a good person doesn't necessarily mean they're the right person. And and you know, we need to be so aware of that. I really feel and wish I had known this earlier, because I wouldn't have made the sort of decisions that I made. And the other side of the settlement deal is dick. You know, I know how to deal with dicks. I'm not attracted to toms. And so I'm just going to find a dick that I can live with. And so I settle for Dick's misbehavior. I settle for him treating me badly. I settle for being the second best in option for Dick. I settle for Dick. Dick wastes my time. Dick wastes my strength. Dick wastes my self-esteem. Dick is a complete waste of my time. And I grow old and bitter and angry. And those are the two settlement deals that we make. But sometimes when we meet Harry, it feels like settling, but it's not settling. It really is not settling. When you meet Harry, Harry is the guy that grows on you. Harry is the guy that the more time you spend with him, he grows on you. I have so many guys who are hoping to grow on me, and they're just not growing on me. Like, you are not growing on me. The more time I spend with you, the more certain I am that you have no part in my future, like that. So you are friend zoned without exception. And no, it's not going to change. So I know that there's no point in settling for these people. The truth is they've done nothing wrong. Everything they do is noble. Everything they want to do is noble. They say all the right things, do all the right things. And I genuinely have a love for these guys, but they are Tom to me. There's nothing, it's just nothing. There is no romantic chemistry. I don't see myself, sharing a life or a bed with them, but I can certainly see them in my life in a capacity, and I wish them happiness, and I want them to meet somebody wonderful, and I'm happy to give them advice when it comes to relationships, and even introduce them to one of my friends, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're just not right for me. Now I've found myself in many situations with Harry's, and Harry's are profound to me. Harry's are beautiful. Harry's, for me, are just so amazing. And so my recommendation is, go for your Harry. Give that guy who might come across like a Tom. At first they come across like a Tom, but let's say you get that Tom. I said to my niece, like, have you been on 3 dates? And she's like, yeah. And you're still not feeling it? Yeah. Then you need to keep on moving. If by 3 dates you are not feeling anything for the person that you're dating, for the Tom that you're dating, you gotta keep on moving. If by the 3rd date you've worked out that Dick is a dick, you need to keep on moving. So that's from me to you, saying, look, marriage, the step ahead, the step in relationships that will take you further, permanency. You cannot afford to settle, because it's hard anyway. It's hard when you have Harry and you've grown to love and respect and honor Harry and have chemistry with Harry and want to rip his clothes off. It's hard anyway without having to settle. At least you will know that he was the best of all the options. And that's really important when you are married or in a permanent situation with somebody and trying to build and establish something. So that's from me to you. And I hope that helps you sort of make the decision and know what you're dealing with in front of you. Am I dealing with Tom, Dick, or Harry? Girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. Mwah. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.